the theta, that may be 0 degrees, that may be 90 degrees, or that may be 180 degrees, or that may be 30 degrees, or whatever it may be. If they give the theta, if they give the number of hours, is it possible to find that time? So these are the minutes after 8 o'clock. These are the minutes after 8 o'clock. At the time, the angle should be how much? The angle should be how much, ma'am? 65 degrees, 67.5 degrees. Okay. So whenever they given the theta and h value, you have to find the required number of minutes after 8 hours. Write down. At what time between, second model, important one. At what time between, is it audible to everyone? Vinay. Now is it audible? No? Now?
The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Yes or no? Is it audible now? Okay. Thank you. So write down. At what time between 9 o'clock and 10 o'clock, at what time between 9 o'clock and 10 o'clock will the hands of a watch be together? Will the hands of a watch be together? Okay. So we have to find the time after 9 before 10. It means that after 9 before 10 means that may be 9:1, that may be 9:2, that may be 9:10, that may be 9:20, or 9:30, 9:59, but not 10:1, 10:2. Okay, so it means that the number of hours are 9, the number of minutes are after 9 o'clock. After 9 o'clock, the hands should be together, means both are coincide. Whenever both are coincide, the theta should be 0 degrees. Theta should be 0 degrees. We have to find the number of minutes after 9 o'clock. So 9 is the number of hours and theta is the 0. If you want to get the formula exclusively for m by using theta is equal 11 m by 2 minus 30h or 30h minus 11 m by 2, this is the formula directly. M is equal to 2 by 11 into 30h plus theta and 2 by 11 into 30h minus theta. 11 m by 2 minus 30h one formula and 30h minus 11 m by 2 is the another formula to get m value. For theta there is no difference because theta should be positive. Clear all of you? Okay, so what is the theta value? 0 and h value is 9 because we have to find the time after 9. So m is equal to, you have to use both the formulas, 2 by 11 into 30 into 9 plus 0, nothing but 2 by 11 into 30 into 9, 270, 272 there, 540 by 11. So 540 11 is the minutes ma'am. But in exam point of view, some companies given 540 by 11 directly, but some companies not given 540 by 11 in terms of fraction. So we have to convert 540 by 11 into mixed fraction, like 11 4 are 44, 11 4 are 44, 10 is there, means 100. Okay, so 11 9 are 99, 49, 1 is the remainder, 1 by 11 minutes. Those are the minutes after 9 o'clock. So what is the final answer? 49, 1 by 11 minutes after 9 o'clock. If you have to use minus theta, you may get the same answer because plus 0 or minus 0, there is no difference. Okay, so what is the final answer? If you are using both the formula separately, 30h plus theta and 30h minus theta, you may get the one answer, 49, 1 by 11 minutes past 9 o'clock. Ima, clear all of you? Next one. Okay, so if theta is 0, there is no problem because plus 0 or minus 0, no difference. If theta is 90, plus 90, minus 90, there is a difference now. Write down 49, 1 by 11 minutes after 9 o'clock is the actual option in exam point of view. Next one. At what time between 4 and 5 o'clock? At what time between 4 and 5 o'clock? Will the hands of a clock be at right angle? Same na, the required time is after 4, before 5. Nothing but the H value is 4 and the hands of a clock be at right angle means theta is equal to 90. So whenever theta is equal to 90, we have the formula to find the required time 2 by 11 into 30h plus theta and 2 by 11 into 30h minus theta. H value is 4 and theta value is 90. 30 into 4 plus 90 means 120 plus 90. 120 plus 90 is how much? 210. So 210 into 2, 420 by 11 minutes. Or if you convert into mixed fraction, 11 3s are 33. 11 3s are 33. 9 is there. 90. 11 8s are 90. 88 mark. 38 2 by 11 minutes after 4 o'clock. 38 2 by 11 minutes after 4 o'clock. Next one. If you have to use minus theta minus 90, 120 minus 90 means 30. 30 into 2, 60 by 11 minutes. Nothing but 11 5 are 55. 5 5 by 11 minutes. So two are different answers, ma. Remember, both the answers are correct. Both the answers are correct. Okay. For 0 degrees, for coincide, only one answer is the correct. It means that both are same answers. For 92 different answers, both are correct. If both are ends are opposite, ma, nothing but theta is 180 na. Write down. Find at what time between 8 o'clock and 9 o'clock. At what time between 8 o'clock and 9 o'clock will the hands of a clock be in same straight line but not together? Will the hands of a clock be in same straight line but not together? So theta value same straight line but not together means both are in opposite. So theta is 180 and the required time is after 8 before 9 means h value is 8 ma. So 30 into 8 plus 180 and 30 into 8 minus 180. Do it fast, everyone. Give the answer to me. Okay. So what is the answer? 240 plus 180. Please solve it. I will explain clearly. Don't worry about it. 240 plus 1 by 180. 2 by 11 into 240 plus 180. 240 plus 180 means how much? 420. 420 into 2, 840 by 11 minutes. 840 by 11 means 11 7 are 77. 7 is there means 70. 11 6 are 66 months. 76 4 by 11. If you are to apply minus theta, 2 by 11 into 30 into 8 minus 180. So 240 minus 180 means 60 into 2, 120 by 11. So 11 10 are 10, 11 10 are 110, 10 10 by 11 minutes. So this is the M value, the required time. The required time is after 8 before 9 means up to 8:59. Okay. So it means that the required time is always less than 69. The required time is always less than 60 is the correct one. But here 10 10 by 11 means 10 minutes approximately. That is the answer less than 60. It is correct. But here the answer is greater than 60. So that is the reason this is not valid. This is not valid. Remember, for 0 degrees you may get one answer. For 90 degrees you may get two answers correct. And for 180 degrees only one answer. That is the correct one. You get two different answers, but one answer is not valid because that required time is greater than 60. But we need to find the time that should be less than 60. Na? Okay, so only one answer is the correct 10 10 by 11 minutes after 8 o'clock. Next one. Write down. Write down. Note point number 1. Point number 1. The number of times that the hour hand and minute hand, the number of times that the hour hand and minute hand of a clock, minute hand of a clock make an angle of 0 degrees, 0 degrees or coincide each other or forms straight line in same direction in a day is 22 times. In a day nothing but 24 hours now. In a day is nothing but 24 hours, 22 times. Next one. Next one. The number of times that the hour hand and minute hand, hour hand and minute hand hour hand and minute hand make an angle of 90 degrees, make an angle of 90 degrees, or forms right angle in one day is, in one day, nothing but 24 hours, 44 times mark. In Tech Mahindra, sometimes there is a chance to ask direct questions from these 3 points. Okay, third one, the number of times, the number of times that the hour hand and minute hand, the number of times that the hour hand and minute hand hour hand and minute hand So the number of times that the hour hand and minute hand of a clock make an angle of 180 degrees are opposite to each other or forms straight line in opposite direction or straight line in opposite direction in a day, in one day is 22 times. Twenty-two times. Okay. All of you noted down. So this is about the problems on clocks. Okay. Clear all of you. Okay. Write down next one. Side heading. Data sufficiency. Most important topic for most of the companies. Data sufficiency. Data sufficiency. What exactly the meaning of data sufficiency? So data sufficiency means whenever they given a question followed by whenever they given a time, sorry, whenever they given the question followed by 2 or 3 statements, we have to find whether the given statements are sufficient or not to find the answer for the given question. For example, the question is, what is the value of x? What is the value of x? For this, the statements are statement number 1, x square is equal to 4, and second statement is x cube is equal to 8. So in notepad, not possible to write square and cube representation directly. Okay, x square is equal to 4 and x cube is equal to 8. Sometimes they may give 3 statements also. To find the value of x, we don't want what is the exact value of x. Which statement is sufficient to answer for the given question to answer. Okay, which statement is sufficient to answer the given question. For example, looks like very simple mark. Okay, so x square is equal to 4. For example, if you are getting the answer from statement 1, it means that if you are not getting the answer from statement 2, you have to give the answer only statement 1 alone is sufficient to answer the given question. Okay, only statement 1 alone is sufficient to answer the given question. It means that statement 2 alone is not sufficient. Sometimes if you are getting the answer from statement 2, if you are getting the answer from statement 2, your options should be only statement 2 alone is sufficient to answer the given question. Get it, all of you? Sometimes you may get the answer from statement 1 alone. Sometimes you may get the answer from statement 2 alone. Nothing but you are using any one of the statement. That may be statement 1 or that may be statement 2. Either statement 1 or statement 2 alone is sufficient to answer the given question. Clear, all of you? Sometimes statement 1 alone is not sufficient. Statement 2 alone is also not sufficient. Nothing but both the statements are not sufficient alone. Sometimes one is depending on 2, 2 is depending on 1. Both the statements 1 and 2 together is sufficient. Sometimes together is sufficient to answer the given question. To answer the given question, both statements 1 and statement 2 together is sufficient to answer the given question. So statement 1 alone is not sufficient. Statement 2 alone is not sufficient alone. Even if you combine both the statements, both are also not sufficient to answer the given question. These are the possible options while solving data sufficiency problems. Okay, so for example, here x square is equal to 4. What is the x value? Whenever x square is equal to 4, x value is that may be +2 or -2. Which one is correct? +2 is the correct or -2 is the correct? Both are possible values. That is the reason statement 1 alone is not sufficient. But x cube is equal to 8 means x value should be what? X cube is equal to 8 means x value should be +2 nena? Yes. Only statement 2 alone is sufficient to answer the given question. X value should be unique. So statement 1 +2 or -2 not possible to get exact unique value na. So write down. In data sufficiency problems, They given a question. They given a question followed by followed by two or three statements, followed by two or three statements, followed by two or three statements, followed by two or three statements. Please now, we have to find whether the given data, whether the given statement are sufficient or not, whether the given statements are sufficient or not to find the answer, to find the answer for the given question, to find the answer for the given question, to find the answer for the given question. Okay, while solving these problems, while solving these problems, possible options are option A, only statement one alone. Wherever you go, options are these only, but the order is different. Be careful. Don't remember A, B, C, D like that. Remember only statement one alone is sufficient to answer the given question. Only statement one alone is sufficient to answer the given question. Option B, only statement two alone, only statement two alone is sufficient to answer the given question. To answer the given question. Option C, either statement one or statement two alone, either statement one or statement two alone is sufficient to answer the given question. Either statement one or statement two alone is sufficient to answer the given question. Okay. Option C, either statement one or statement two alone, either statement one or statement two alone is sufficient to answer the given question. Get the difference, all of you. Next one, both the statements one and two together, both the statements one and two together is sufficient to answer the given question. Both the statements one and two together is sufficient to answer the given question. Option E, both the statements one and two together is, both the statements one and two together is not sufficient to answer the given question. is not sufficient to answer the given question. Okay. So these are the possible options, ma. Everyone, please listen. So whenever they given the examples, looks like very easy, but please focus each and every point properly. Don't guess the answers. Okay, right on. Very basic example. What is the value of x? What is the value of x? Statement 1. What is the value of x? Statement 1. 2x plus 3y is equal to 9. Two x plus 3y is equal to 9. Second statement, 3x plus 4y is equal to 18. Three x plus 4y is equal to 18. So 2x plus 3y or 3x plus 4y, both are linear equation. By using only one linear equation, it is not possible to get the x value. For example, statement 1 is 2x plus 3y is equal to 9. Without knowing the y value, how can you get x? So statement 1 alone is not sufficient. Second one, statement 2, without knowing the y value, how can you get x value? By using only one linear equation. Statement 1 and statement 2 alone is not sufficient. But if you combine both the statements, whenever we have the two different linear equations, yes, by solving both the equations, you may get the x value. We don't want what is the x value. We need to get the x value, which statement or which statements are sufficient. When will you get the both the statements together in a? Yes, when will you get the answer? Both the statements 1 and 2 together is sufficient to answer the given question. Okay. Am I clear, all of you? Next one. What is the answer? Both the statements 1 and 2 together is sufficient. Next one. What is the value of x? 3x plus 4y is equal to 14. Same model, but the way of asking is the different. 8y plus 6x is equal to 28. 8y plus 6x is equal to 28. So very clear, statement 1 alone is not sufficient because it is a linear equation. Second one, 8y plus 6x is equal to 28. That is also the different linear equation. We can't get the x value by using second one without knowing the y value. So 1 alone, 2 alone is not sufficient. But whenever if you combine both the statements, what is required? Both the statements are both are different linear equation. If you observe clearly, 3x plus 4y or 8y plus 6x is equal to 28. Both are same equation or different equation? Same equation. Here 2 is the common, 4y plus 3x is equal to 28. So 2 14 here, nothing but 4y plus 3x or 3x plus 4y is equal to 14. Means both the equations are same. By using only one equation, how can you get? We need to solve two different linear equations, ma'am. We never solve two same linear equation. So even if you combine both the statements, it is not possible to get the answer. So what is the correct answer? Both the statements are not sufficient. Both statement 1 and statement 2 together is not sufficient. Okay. Next one. Next one. What is the relation between A to B? Looks like very easy, but be careful. What is the relation between A to B? So what is the relation between A to B? Means you have to find from A to B, Nena. Statement 1, B is the brother of A. Statement 2, C is the father of A. C is the father of A. Okay. So statement 1, B is the brother of A. That is the relation between B to A. So what about A to B? B is the brother of A. What about A to B? A is not the brother. Okay. So we can't say from A to B because, for example, if I am the brother of yourself, you means you are the male or female. In our class, both male and female are there. If I am the brother of you, you means male or female. Without knowing the gender, how can you say that you are the sister for me or you are the brother for me? We can't say. So statement 1 alone is not sufficient. But coming to the second one, C is the father of A. We don't want C to A relation. Na? So statement 2 directly not sufficient. But if you understand from both the statements, if you know the gender of A, yes, statement 1 alone is sufficient. Even if you are combining both the statements, we can't find the gender of A. So C is the father of A means A is the C is the father of A means A is the daughter Sanna. We can't say yes. So the answer is statement 1 and statement 2. Both the statements 1 and 2 together is not sufficient because the gender of A is not unknown. The gender of A is unknown. Okay, next one. How many children in the class? How many children in the class are boys? How many children in the class are boys? "73 of the children are in blue dress." We don't know whether those are boys or not. The students who are in blue dress, those are the boys or not. We can't say. That is from statement number one. So statement one alone is not sufficient. Second one, okay. Statement two, only boys are in blue dress. Okay, but how many are there? Second statement alone is not sufficient. Second statement is alone. Second statement alone is not sufficient. Okay. So statement one alone is not sufficient and statement two alone is not sufficient. But if you combine both the statements, is it possible? Yes. So statement one and statement two, if you put both the statements together, from statement one, 73 children are in blue dress. Statement two, who are in blue dress, those are the boys. Yes, both the statements together, one and two, is sufficient to answer the given question. Okay. Okay. Next one. How many students are in the class? Are there in the class? How many students are there in the class? Okay. How many students are there in the class? There are 20 more students. There are more than 20 students, but less than 27 students in the class. More than 20, less than 27 means that may be 21, that may be 22, 23, or 24, or 25, or 26 possible. We can't say exactly from statement number one. Statement two, there are more than 24, but less than 31 means that may be 25, or 26, or 27, 28, 29. Not unique here. Okay, so that is the reason statement two is sufficient. But the given the question statement one alone is not sufficient, statement two alone is not sufficient. But they given the bold question data, common data. The number of students in the class can be divided into the groups such that each group contains 5 students. So whenever each group contains 5 students, the number should be a multiple of 5. Hai whenever the number should be a multiple of 5, 1 out of 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, only 25 possible. Yes, statement 1 alone is sufficient because we know each group contains a multiple of 5. Second statement is also the possible number is 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. In that, the possible numbers are that maybe 25 or 30. We can't say which one is the exact one. So that is the reason statement 1 alone is sufficient to answer the given question. Sorry. Statement 1 alone is sufficient. And get it all of you? Am I clear? Next one. Only statement 1 alone. Next one. All of you note it down. Is A father of B? Yes or no type question mark. A is the father of B. Yes or no? We say that maybe yes or no from the given statements. C is the granddaughter of A. We don't know the gender of A. C is the granddaughter. A is the grandmother or grandfather. We don't need between C to A. Second statement C to B. Statement 1 alone and statement 2 alone both are not sufficient. Am I clear all of you? So even if you are combining both the statements, it is not possible whether A is the father of B or not to find it. Okay. So answer is both statements 1 and 2 together is not sufficient. Be careful while solving the blood relation problem. Concentrate on gender. Okay, next one. In which year was Rahul born? So up to that, any doubts, ma? Hope all of you understood what type of questions they are asking in data sufficiency. In which year was Rahul born? Rahul at present 25 years younger to his mother. Rahul at present 25 years younger to his mother. Okay. Second statement, Rahul's brother, who was born in 1964, is 35 years younger to his mother. So whenever Rahul's brother, who was born in 1964, is 35 years younger to his mother means, so 1964, he is the younger to his mother means compulsory she is 35 years elder to his Rahul's brother. Yes, so 1964 minus 35, 1929 is the birth year of Rahul's mother. Whenever the Rahul's mother birth year is 1929, Rahul's at present 25 years younger to his mother. Nothing but 29 plus 25. 54. 1954 is the Rahul's born year. So how to get? From both the statements or from single statement? From both the statements. Yes. Statement 1 and statement 2 together is sufficient to answer the given question. Okay. Give a clear all of you. Okay, write down the last one. What is the speed of the train of length 175 centimeters? What is the speed of the train of length 175 meters? Did you remember the formulas? The train crosses a pole in 8 seconds. What is the formula? The time taken by the train to cross electric pole, T is equal to L by X seconds. So T is the time, 8 seconds they given. L is the length of the train. They given 175. X is the speed of the train. Yes, it is possible to get the answer from statement number 1. Is equal to L by X. Means T value given 8, X value is 175. The speed of the train is possible from statement 1 alone. Statement 2. The train crosses a bridge in 20 seconds. The bridge length is same. What the formula? T is equal to L1 plus L2 by X. L1 is the length of the train and L2 is the length of the platform or bridge. So time value given T is 20 given and L1 175 given. L2 is also same, nothing but 175. By using that also, X value is possible to find. X is the speed of the train. Statement 1 alone is sufficient. Statement 2 alone is sufficient to answer the given question. Means either statement 1 or statement 2 alone is sufficient to answer the given question. So any doubt up to that? Clear all of you? So please focus, because one of the important topic for some of the companies like Tech Mahindra, Infosys, TCS, major companies now. It is one of the most important topic. Clear? Okay. So thank you all. Any doubts regarding that? Thank you.